Hi, this is Katie Schell. I'm an intuitive healer and spiritual counselor. I work with several modalities, including astrology. And one of the things, and really my focus in all of the things that I do, is helping people become more comfortable with themselves, more unapologetically themselves. Because a lot of times our blockages, our challenges in life have to do with something about ourselves that we're not accepting, and that we are kind of suppressing or not expressing, or whatever. And so I'll see this show up in different people's charts in different ways. A lot of times it's Pluto or Chiron, but it can be all sorts, North Node, any sorts of placements within your charts. It's often not your sun sign, it's often something else. And so, what I try to teach people to do is what to love about that sign and what to love about those pieces that they don't feel are worthy or acceptable, or whatever kind of framework that they're, whatever kind of biases that they have against it. So in this particular video, I'm starting with Taurus, which is kind of a strange thing. Most people would start with Aries, but it is Taurus season. So I'll probably, depending on my own rhythms and my own schedule, I happen to be a South Node Taurus person. South Node Chiron, Lilith, have a stellium. So I have a really strong Taurus energy, and it's in my 10th house, which is about how we put our mark on the world, how we are kind of seen in our careers and all of this. So a lot of stuff that I do really comes out through that energy, through the Taurus energy. And with Chiron, so anyone kind of, I'm born in the end of 76, and there's a little retrograding happening between 76 and 77 with Chiron. And then until I think, when I do the editing, I'll put the dates up in the corner. But those different Taurus, it's a good 6-8 years that Chiron was in Taurus. And so a lot of people with that energy do suppress it. And so it's because there's, again, have this bias, or somebody told them that there was something wrong with it. If it's a North Node in Taurus, it's kind of this not seeing healthy models of it. Again, there's a lot of different ways when I'm actually reading somebody's chart why I would point them in the direction of understanding and learning to appreciate Taurus. So here's my things that I love about Taurus. I love that they are so steadfast. They are very grounded. They are the fixed and the earth. So this is the most stable, the most steady sign. That's why they get this reputation for being stubborn, but it's not stubbornness. It's conservativeness. It's taking their time with things. It's not wanting to move things once something has been established. Because healthy Taurus energy is about kind of figuring out all of the things in life, all of the things that they need, all of the necessities. Taurus is very much about security and safety and kind of feeling grounded and being able to, like, very dependable. And so they figure out all the things that are needed, and then they get them taken care of. And then the second kind of side of Taurus, which is the fact that it's ruled by Venus. Venus is about love and senses and beauty. And so we have these two kind of pieces of Taurus that come together and create this energy that is just so wonderful and so lovely and so dependable. They are devoted and committed to the things that they love and the things that they want to do. So it's very hard to shake them from those things once that has begun, because those roots are very, very strong. And so it's important for us to recognize, as if you have a Taurus energy that you're learning how to express, to really literally stop and smell the roses. Because it's that appreciation of the beauty of the things that surround us. It's the tactile. They're very, very sensory oriented. It's about smell, touch, feeling, all of the. That's why I, as somebody who teaches embodied movement and essential oils with Chiron, not just Chiron, Lilith, South Node, with that strong Taurus in my 10th house, it is something that I bring into this world. That sensoriness, that stability in trusting what our bodies have to say, and feeling the kind of that nuanced energy that comes through the senses. And so there's a lot of us who in this world there's a couple of things that kind of prevent us from expressing Taurus energy fully. One, we live in a really fast-paced world where everything needs to get done really fast. So learning and accepting that we can go at our own rhythms, whatever it is, and sometimes we'll find that our own rhythms are up and down. They go through cycles. It's not necessarily that that Taurus energy is always slow. It's trusting that there's own rhythms and those patterns, and that you may stretch them out over a year or over a week or over a day or years. And so learning those patterns within the body, learning to trust the body. I think of the Taurus as the gardener, because they're willing, first of all, it's an earth sign again, and so they're willing to kind of dig into the soil. This is not kind of that, I talk about digging into the soil a lot when I talk about Scorpio too, which is the opposite of Taurus. And there's a lot of, whenever we have opposites, there is a lot of commonality, but I'll do a whole separate video on Scorpio. um, but the Scorpio energy is very complex, and it's digging through the dirt to understand things and kind of sift through it. Taurus is digging into the dirt to feel it, to get to know it, to and then to plant the seeds and to tend to it, to allow the things that they want to be cultivated and grow. Taurus is about consumption, whereas Scorpio is about elimination. It's about release. So Taurus is about receiving. It's about receiving abundance. It's about receiving the gifts of the physical earth, of the physical body. That's why Taurus likes to, if feed people and feed themselves and make wonderful meals. And really, again, it's sensory oriented. So now we're talking about food and smells and just having all of these things. I work at a spa, and I get a lot of people with strong Taurus energy coming through the spa because they like the softness. They like that making a plan, because you schedule your appointments in advance, and then you get everything done, and then they can just sit back in luxury and relax. And so sinking into that energy, you will appreciate yourself more. There's this issue where sometimes people think Taurus, again, stubborn, lazy, hoarding, like there's all of the kind of the negative things around it, and it's not. And we don't have to worry about those things if we are trusting our rhythms, if we are trusting that our needs will be met, because that becomes one of kind of the sticking points of Taurus, and why they hold on to things so much is because out of a fear that what they need will not be provided for them. But they have it built in that they're not going to let those things go. And if for some reason things aren't going well, it means that they do need to slow down, that they do need to spend more time kind of consciously being aware of their physical environment and seeing what's working and what's not for them and what feels good to them. So just trust, again, that gardening image is really good kind of Taurus energy, to kind of cultivate the Taurus energy. It's good to surround yourself by things that are smell good. Again, I'm an aromatherapist, so lots of options there. Soft things, I've got like my soft cozy pillows, and luxurious fabrics and things that are beautiful, like having those roses, and flowers around you, and taking the time and appreciating what kind of care it takes to go into growing that and cultivating it. So I hope this helps, and I hope all of you people with Taurus energy out there see how valuable you are, see how much you contribute to society with that ability to slow down, to tune into the senses, and to really provide this kind of sense of, if we allow ourselves to just be, we're going to feel much more comfortable in the world, and allowing ourselves to kind of feel steady and grounded by getting our things done and then letting ourselves relax. So thank you very much for joining me. More to come. Find me at katieshell.com for readings. And then again, there's a whole page of more stuff on this. Have a great day.